By July 2027, Rironi Nakuru-Mau Summit Highway will be complete. President Ruto has said that it is only this year that Kenyans, especially from Rift Valley and Nyanza and also Western Kenya, that will definitely find it difficult to cruise, especially past Nakuru. But come December next year, sections of that highway will be complete, meaning people will be able to use it. But come 2027, that road will be complete, meaning before Kenyans walk into 2027 general election, Rironi Nakuru-Mau Summit Highway will be complete. And there is some politics there. Let me tell you this. People have been asking the government, not just asking the government, but begging the government that please, please, please expand this highway, because we spend hours and hours to reach our destinations, and that to some extent has cost Kenya's economy, because when trucks and also passengers spend a lot of time on that highway, then it becomes difficult for them to transact business early enough. But here is the solution.
The only year people are going to run into trouble, the way we've always known this road to be, with heavy traffic, a lot of jam, people spending countless hours on the road, people getting to their homes way after Christmas, is just going to be this year. Next year, by December next year, this road will be all clear. It will not be completely done, but the sections that are critical will already be done. And as I said, by June 2027, we will have completed this road, and the heavy traffic, the many accidents, the wastage of time will be a thing of the past.
And given that President Ruto is unlocking Western Kenya, Nyanza and Rift Valley, those people will definitely consider President Ruto a solution to the problem they've been complaining for many years. I know President Ruto said this, that road will be tolled, and definitely people will have to pay some money to use that road. But people are saying, okay, President Ruto, it's not our taxes, but what we know is that by you just delivering that road, regardless of how you're getting the funds to have that road complete, we shall say thank you, and we shall see this road or this highway as your legacy. Remember this, Nairobi Expressway wasn't built by Kenyan taxes. That's why it is tolled. But people still appreciate what President Uhuru did, because people saw it as a biggest and lasting solution. Even for Rironi Nakuru-Mau Summit, people will definitely respect President Ruto for that. And this commitment from President Ruto, as I mentioned, is gonna have a political implication. People will vote for President Ruto if, truly speaking, by 2027, that road will be complete, especially July. And remember this, if you watch the previous video I did, that road was to be completed within 2 years. But look at it this way. President Ruto is talking of by July 2027, July 2027, it will be complete. So meaning President Ruto wants to use it for political campaigns. Yes, he will use that road as a political tool, especially for those who come from Western Kenya, Rift Valley, and some parts of Central Kenya. To be honest, because of that highway, President Ruto is becoming sure and more certain that 2027 is becoming a done deal. Because that project, it is mega, and President Ruto even said that there shall be an extension from Mau Summit to other parts of Nyanza and Western Kenya. Even though that highway will be tolled, people will not have a big problem with that, because President Ruto has made it clear that for Kenya's major highways, we're going to toll them, because when we look at ourselves, our fiscal space doesn't allow us to raise money for projects, and also your own taxes can't fund such kind of a project. And because of that, Kenyans are willing to have these major highways even if they will be tolled, and President Ruto is committing to that. I know National Infrastructure Fund will come sometime later, but not on this project. But the Chinese firm is right now working on that road. Yes, the construction is going on, and President Ruto will have to smile come 2027 because of that project. People consider that project a long-term solution people have been waiting for. So that long-term solution is here. You heard President Ruto assuring Kenyans that road or that expressway will be done by 2027. So Nakuru is a city, and having that highway ready by that time, it's not just for politics, but it's also for growing the economy of that city. Tourism, people go sometimes to Nakuru for tourism and all that. So when that expressway is ready, then Nakuru is likely to grow very fast. Let's wait and see how Rironi Nakuru-Mau summit will be an economic turnaround for those who go to Western Kenya, Nyanza, Nakuru, and some parts of Central Kenya. What do you think of this promise by President Ruto that Rironi Nakuru-Mau summit will be complete by July 2027?
Also remember this, if Rironi Nakuru-Mau summit was an expressway, I tell you, Jirongo would have survived. We all know that the current highway has been a menace. Many lives have been lost on that highway. I understand the economic implication and political implication of the current project. But above all, what is important is ensuring that that project is complete within the timelines highlighted by President Ruto, because that will make it possible to prevent many accidents from happening on that highway. It will be fast for those traveling, but more crucial is saving lives, because we all know what that highway has been. So we pray that there shall be an extension from Mau Summit to Eldoret, to Western Kenya, to Nyanza. That will be mega. As I repeat, most of these highways will be tolled. So that extension to the places I've mentioned, definitely it will be an issue of tolling. And let me believe that people from that part of Kenya have enough money to pay the toll fees. And perhaps the government can reconsider that decision and at least give people from Western Kenya and Nyanza some reprieve. Okay, I understand that that highway will not just be used by those who come from those parts of the country, but it will be a corridor that will serve Africans, because people travel to Uganda, we have Ugandans coming to Kenya, and we also have some other people coming from, South Sudan. Definitely that is an international road, but people will always ask, why is the government tolling? I explained that in my previous video, so please go check why the government will toll many of these major highways. Keep it here always. It is Owen Ro Podcast. Bye bye.